back in 2011 it started. I was so fed up of seeing people, of me being in a wheelchair, and they were looking at me differently, they were talking to me differently, they wouldn't invite me to certain things because of stares or what have you, and I felt like that wasn't just for me, but on a grand level of people with disabilities just in general, that there needs to be more of like an understanding. And I didn't realize that it would just have such a grand impact on students. This is not just a social issue on a grassroots level, but this is a social issue on a global level. And I think first and foremost, people even just need to understand that people with disabilities are people. If they don't understand that, then how can any type of progress be made with such a huge minority group? So even just having Trinity found this project and having this on their campus has really helped impact a lot of people on a global level too.
Immediately when I got in the chair, I realized it wasn't as easy to maneuver. Actually, coming out of Mather, I actually fell out of the wheelchair going down a ramp just because I was going too fast. I didn't know how to control. So that was a real wake up moment very early.
How's your day going so far?
Been in the wheelchair for probably like 30 minutes tops. I think I spent 20 of it on this one hill. It's one of the hardest things I've ever had to do.
Yeah, it's one of those things. I think everybody, you can get a deeper appreciation, especially if you don't have family members who have to live with this from day to day. Certainly give you a much broader view of the world.
I guess certainly I've never myself experienced what it's like to be in a wheelchair, and like we said, being in a wheelchair for a couple of hours is just a very, very tiny taste of what it's really like to be in a wheelchair. What it's really done for me is it's taught me how much I really don't know about it, and tells me how much I have to learn about what it's like to be disabled and how I can make disability rights a bigger thing and how I can make other people aware of disability rights. And that, like I said, I really think disability rights are something that everybody should know about, able-bodied or not, whether you're blind or you can see, or whether you're this or that, A, B, X, or Y. This is something you should know about.
How's your day been so far?
This is the most incredible experience I've ever encountered. I just came up with a new slogan: people in wheelchairs are not handicapped. We are the ones that label them, because this young brother is a test. If you want to know how somebody exists, walk a mile in their moccasins. So I figured roll a mile in their chair.
It really changes the way you look at the world. When, for example, I took the wrong call in Wheelers. So I get to a door that's not handicap accessible. So I have to open the door, push the door open, and push me in the wheelchair out the door while I'm trying to push the door open. Since I have only 2 arms, that's a relatively difficult thing to do.
I would say that disability rights are human rights, and that not to be afraid to approach someone in a wheelchair or not think of them as any different, because we are just like everyone else. We're humans, and we're the same, just sitting down.